My scruffiness continues, and I apologize for that. But, well, as things stand, I probably will be getting better about that, and also the condition of the desk will likely improve because Raucous is no longer going to require such extensive care. Those of you who have followed me for a while will know what that means. Meanwhile, we do have good news, and I think the team is pretty much in shape. With, we have 4 more commitments to report on, and I'll get to that after I say, this is WVU Football Going Deep, the channel for fans who like to think as well as cheer, and the channel where trash talk and insults do not fly. I was, and I will be Forrest Poston. In spite of that, or because of that, whatever, please subscribe, share, make comments, click the thumbs up button, click the notification bell, and tell those numerous, marvelous friends of yours. All right. First up, going to mention, we have William Davis, a safety from Virginia Union, 1 year left. Braden Siders, edge rusher from Wyoming, 1 year left. Devontae Golden Nelson, cornerback from Akron, with 1 year left. And of course, there was some mystery as to whether or not he had committed, would commit, or what. Yeah, evidently he is committed. And we have Tykeist Crawford. And of course, I have no idea if I am pronouncing the first name correctly. And it will be confusing with 2 Crawfords on the offensive line for a while. Started at Charlotte, moved to Arkansas, and now WVU, and he has 1 year left. And of course, you may be seeing a pattern here. For a lot of the transfers, Rodriguez and Ali have been focusing on players with more experience, less time. That makes sense with the way the roster stands after the transfers out, because a great deal of young talent, in many spots not a great deal of playing time. So we're bringing in guys with playing time, mostly. Not so much time left, but they fill that experience gap for the year. And a lot of these young guys that we already have should contribute this year. Some will be good, some may be very good. But most of them are probably a year away from very good. So let's get some guys in here. And some of these will start, some of them will be backups. A lot will depend on how much those young guys develop. And a lot of these transfers are also guys who have shown a great deal of potential, but have had injuries. So they've had playing time. A lot of them really haven't had extensive playing time. The corner from or linebacker from Colorado State has had a lot of playing time. Others, sitting out entire years or most of years for injuries. So you never know what you're getting in a box of Cracker Jacks or the transfer portal until they are at least in camp or on the field. But it does look like we're going to have the necessary bodies and talent, barring injuries. At this point, we have everybody we need. probably will fill in some more because we have enough to get by at some spots, but not everything you'd like to have. And of course, and we have a 105 scholarships that we can use, 105 total roster limit. So we do have room to bring some more guys in, assuming some of the walk-ons aren't going to be there. Now, just notes on a couple of the players, particularly Braden Siders looks to be a very good edge rusher. Something that we need because we don't really have experience there, and it's not entirely clear who's going to play that. And even with Siders, it's not necessarily clear. The difference between an edge rusher and a bandit can be very slight. 10, 15 pounds, a step in speed, whatever. And we have guys like, Onwuka, Fisher, and one or two others. Byerson, who probably could be an edge rusher or a bandit. I think Byerson may be leaning more towards edge rusher, the others more towards bandit. But, Byerson's just in his second year. So, we need an experienced edge rusher. But by next year, we will have experience at that position, so we don't need a multi-year guy. Looks to be a good pickup. Don't necessarily think he'll be a T.J. Jackson kind of pickup, but good. With Crawford, talked a lot of times about, people saying that Rodriguez doesn't like big linemen, which is not quite accurate. He likes fast, agile linemen, and that's more likely with a somewhat undersized lineman, or undersized in the traditional current terms. And Crawford is, I think 6'5", 3 significant plus, but bringing him in, which suggests he has the speed and agility necessary and happens to have the extra size. So kind of suggests same thing with Terry. He is bigger than what people think Rodriguez wants in an offensive lineman. Now, what Rodriguez wants in an offensive lineman is up to Rodriguez, not to fans. So I think we are seeing a distinction and a more varied distinction than fans have typically taken. Again, we'll see in the spring game and in the season. Now, I do not think this is all we will see from transfers. Definitely could be a couple more even before enrollment closes down for this term. At least one offensive lineman, I don't know that he is committed anyplace else, that looking at strongly, who would not enroll until summer because of his graduation schedule. So we expect to be doing more in the spring portal. Meanwhile, I will keep an eye on things. I am going to do a little work with Reggie. I have to get this room ready now to let her have full roam when she is going insane chewing at her cage. So I do have to get things ready so she has more space, although still in isolation for a variety of reasons. I'm going to go down, feed the cats, put in a frozen pizza, Heat up some Dr. Pepper. Hot Dr. Pepper with a twist of lemon. I'm going all in for comfort food tonight. I'll talk to you guys later when I've got something to say, possibly when I have had some actual sleep, and dare we guess, even shaved? We'll see. So long, and thanks for dropping in.